All right, ladies, let's just get into this. No faffing about. I can't stand long intro videos. So today, if I said to you that I could tell how much you love yourself by the partner that you have chosen, is that a compliment? Or do you feel offended? Or have I made you have a brainwave moment? So many women associate loving themselves with external care, getting your hair done, your makeup, going to the gym, or the physical parts of maintenance. And it's all true, because looking after yourself does consist of, making sure that this this is looking like, what, sweetie? Yes, of course it is. But the real glow up is never external. It's always internal. If you have a partner that has cheated on you multiple times, apologized, done the whole, I'm sorry, it was a mistake, it was the devil, I didn't know, I was drunk, blah, 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 blah. You left, you came back, after all the drama subsided, you took him back. You don't love yourself. If you are in a relationship with a man that is only giving you crumbs, but you want the whole pie, as in he can't love you the way he wants to love you, he's not ready for a relationship, but you stayed, you don't love yourself. If you are with a partner that you know that you cannot call in an emergency, but yet you're there, you don't love yourself. If you are with a partner that you know puts himself first, like, sweetie, if you just happen to get if you just happen to be on the list, you're happy with it, but you're never top priority, you know that, you don't love yourself. If you're with a man that you know has had multiple kids on you, or even just one kid, and as I said, when the drama happens, shouting this, that, the other, but after the drama subsides, you stayed, you don't love yourselves. I can do this all day. And this video is not to shame you, it's to help you, because in one or two of those examples, that was me. So I'm not trying to shame any woman. What I'm trying to let you know is, when you really love yourself, like you are obsessively in love with you, it is almost impossible to be around people that don't love you that same way. Because once you're receiving the treatment that is going against what you would give yourself, whoa, girl, excuse me, boy, like, where was you going? I wouldn't do this to me, so why are you doing this to me? And I'm not going to stay here and allow you to do this to me, because, sweetie, have you seen this? That's how you would be if you love yourself. Like, you have to be delusional about it. I'm telling you, because you need to teach people how to treat you. And the only way you do that is not by sitting there and give them a list of, so I like to do this, no, it's by giving yourself all of that love. I am telling you. Saying that you love yourself because you maintain your looks, your body, yes, it is. But the real love is in here. Because, girl, sometimes you be broke. Sometimes work is too much. You ain't got time to go to the salon. But that doesn't stop you from, you may not look like that bitch, but you is that bitch. You understand what I'm saying? But that can only come from in here. Only come from in here. So, as I said in the beginning of this video, I can tell how much you love yourself by the partner that you keep. Immediately. I have many friends, married and unmarried, as in their relationships, but they're unmarried. And a lot of them complain. He don't take me out on date nights. He does this to me. He's had kids on me. Like, I can't wait for him to leave her to be with me. I hear so many scenarios every day from my friends who I know in real life, and from my DMs that I get on social media. And ultimately, most of these problems can be solved because if you love yourself. Because the thing is, if a man is cheating on you, or a man is being dodgy with you, or a man is not giving you, Lord, or a man is not giving you what it is that you want, you're not going to be there. That's like having a job. Would you be in a job that wasn't paying you? That you would have to clock in at 8 a.m., come back home at 6 p.m. and do that every day, knowing fully well you're not going to get paid? You wouldn't do that. because you're wasting your time there. It's a fruitless job. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't be in any situation that's not going to benefit you, because you need to pay your rent. You need to pay your HP finance or PCP. You need to eat. We need gas. We need electricity. You wouldn't be someone that's not fruitful. That's not benefiting you. Why would you be in a relationship that's doing the same? Why? I've said this a million times. This is the mantra that I keep in my life. You should only be in places that benefit you. You should only be in relationships that are giving you the lifestyle that you want. If you're in a relationship with a man who is not giving the lifestyle that you want, that you crave, why are you settling for what he can give you? Because you don't love yourself. Because ultimately you don't think you can get better. Because if you thought you could get better, you would. And this don't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, you wouldn't care. Because you wouldn't care. Because you would know that just because he can't do it, that doesn't mean there's not somebody else that can and that will. You wouldn't be DMing me, asking me about, oh, I really like this guy, but we're just sleeping with each other, but I really want to be with him, but I'm scared to tell it. What? Sweetie, these are not questions that you would ask me, because you would make it very clear the type of woman that you want and what it is that you want. If he's ready to come on board, let's go, baby. And if he's not, next. There is no communication. There is no, yeah, but let me see if maybe because there's none of that. Because why? Because you're obsessively in love with yourself. Listen, ladies, I am a woman of God. I love God. Like I love me God, you know. The only man that's ever done the most for us is Jesus Christ, because he died on the cross for us. These men that you are following, these men that you are trying to get the most out, that give you nothing, would they die for you? Would they die for you like Jesus Christ? The answer is no. I already know that. I don't even need to know the man or need to know your situation. I already know he's not going to die for you. So why are we killing ourselves for these men? Why are you killing yourself for a man who you're broken down at 3 a.m. and he's telling you, yeah, let me know once you sort it out? Why? Why are you killing yourself for a man that you're going on holiday, you're asking him that you need a bag or you need this or you need something? Yeah, I ain't got the money to help you out right now, but let me know once you sort it out, yeah? I'm saying, what? Why are you killing yourself for a man that you can blatantly see that condoms in his bags, but he's telling you that, oh, that's just my boys? What? At 30? We hold doms for people? What? Why are you putting up with a man that is giving you less than what you are giving yourself? Why? What are you benefiting here? Because I know exactly what he's getting from you. You're a woman. Your spirit, everything he's draining off you, because he needs to plug into you for spirit of abundance. So I know what he's getting off you. That's why you feel drained. But what are you getting from him? When you love yourself, you will not be in situations that you are not benefiting from. And this even goes beyond men. This goes in relationships with family. This goes in relationship with workplaces. This goes in relationship with friends. You will not be around people that make you feel shit about yourself. You will not be around people that mock you. You will not be around people that do not see the new you in you, or to see the way that you've developed, the way that you are better than you were yesterday, the way that you will not be around these people. Men, women, cat, dog, brother, sister, cousin, friend, whatever. You will not be around anyone that disrupts the love that you have for you and makes you to think, maybe I'm not good enough for that. You will not even allow yourself to be around that, because you're in love with you. Once you give yourself the love that you've never been given, or the love that you want to be given, you give it to you. There is no man or woman that will enter your life that will not act accordingly. Because as soon as you see that they walk out of line, they're done. We don't do second chances over here. Sweetie, we saved, we not soft over here. Okay? We're not doing second chances over here. Because you've been in a situation as a woman where you love a man, you want a man, you crave a man, you're very mindful of how you act with the man because you don't want to lose him. So if this man that you're with isn't mindful with you and he's jeopardizing this relationship by the things that he's saying and doing, sweetie, we don't do second chances here. We do next, because you love yourself. You love yourself. It's not you do not have to change a man. That's not what your role is. That's not what you were called for. The man, on seeing you, realizing who you are, if he wanted to be with you, he would change. You don't have to tell him, prompt him, suggest nothing. Because he sees how much you pour into you, so he's seen the requirements. He's seen that this is what this lady needs. This is the requirement. It's like going for a job. If the job requires you to have a bachelor's degree, you know you can't apply for it if you have just O levels or just A levels. No, they need higher education. You don't apply there. You have no experience. You are not worthy to apply for that job. Why? Because the job has said it only needs people with a bachelor's degree. You be that job and have your requirements out there. And how do you do that? By showing the love into you. That's how you do it. Let him know that in order for you to come over here, sweetie, you got to do, sweetie, you got to give. And if you're not prepared to do that, the door that you came in, get out that same door. It's not a discussion. It's not a dialogue. It's a monologue. Let these people know. And this goes beyond friendship. This goes beyond relationships with men, relationships with women. This goes into your daily life. I'm telling you, ladies, once you start to pour into yourself, and I mean abundantly, I mean spending more money on yourself than you actually would. Yeah. Rather than waiting for the man to come that's going to take you to these high-end places, take yourself there, babes. Take yourself there, babes. Believe me, I'm talking from experience. Take yourself there, babes. Get the extra money. Spend a little more. Buy a first class ticket instead of an economy. Do it. Start to pour into yourself. Because once you pour into yourself and you meet somebody else now, it is impossible for you to allow him to give you crumbs where you got the whole damn kitchen. Pour into you. Don't wait for a man to do it for you. Don't wait for that. Okay, so your birthday's coming up. You've always wanted that whole happy birthday balloon set up. Hire someone to do it for you. I'm telling you, hire someone to do it for you. Don't be sad because you ain't got no man and he ain't doing it. Don't be sad because you have a man and he's not doing it. Go hire someone to do it for you. Pour into yourself, ladies. Like, I'm being honest with you. Stop waiting around because he's not doing it for you. Stop complaining because he's not doing it for you, because you just make yourself look stupid. And you make it very clear to everybody else that you don't love you. I saw this lady on TikTok. She was pregnant. She was making a video saying how she's been with her man for 5 years. She was pregnant with her second, but he's never bought her Valentine's present. He's never bought her flowers. So I'm like, so what are we supposed to do with this information, sweetie? You chose to still stay there. I don't understand. I don't feel sorry for women like that. 5 years, second baby. So there was no change pre-baby. There was no change first baby. Then you went to make another baby and now you're complaining. Why would it change? Why would it change? He's benefiting off whatever situation they have. He's doing well. You have to understand, ladies, yeah? You see, when a woman's unhappy and when a man's unhappy, it's very different. Because a woman will leave when she's unhappy, like she feels like her emotions, she's been like emotionally abused, or she feels unseen, neglected. A woman will leave. But you see a man, as long as his basic needs are met, as in there is a roof over his head, as in we have gas and electricity, there's food, and there's sex on tap via you, he's not leaving. He can hate you. Like, he can detest just looking at you. But the basic needs of survival are met. So he's not going to leave. Why? He has sex on tap with you, even though he doesn't like you. There's food in the fridge. You're cooking. You're still looking after the kids if you have any. The rent or the mortgage is being paid. So he's not homeless. He's not destitute. Where's going? That doesn't mean he won't go out there and do what he wants to do. But the environment, the basic needs are being met. This is why when a man is unhappy, they just cheat. Or even if he's happy, he'll still cheat. That's why they move differently. But when we're unhappy, you can give us the world of everything. But if we feel unseen or emotionally neglected, physically neglected, abused or whatever, we will go. That's why most breakups or divorces are initiated by women. This is why. Women, you need to love yourselves, because men hold themselves to a standard. Like a broke ass, useless man who can't offer you nothing, who can't even offer you dirt on the floor, he will still leave you if you cheat on him. And this is a man who can't offer you dirt from the floor. But women, no. we would take back the man that hurt us. We would bend over backwards for him. We would not hold ourselves to a standard. And you know when you do this, when you don't hold yourself to a standard, and he clocks it, and he sees it, and he knows it, you know he thinks very much less of you. He doesn't think highly of you, because he's looking at you thinking, what she's putting up with from me, I will never put up with that from her. I am being so honest with you when I say this. This is how he's looking at you. He's not looking at you thinking, oh, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do right by her. Do you know what? I'm going to change. No. What you have done by accepting his nonsense is you've made it very clear to him, sweetie, we can do this all day. Ain't nothing going to change. She's still going to be her. That's what you've done. That's what you've done. You've reaffirmed to him that you're a playground. That's what you've done. You haven't reaffirmed to him that, no, she's a good one. No. That's a rider right there. No, that's someone that I'm going to hold on to. That's someone I'm going to cherish. You haven't reaffirmed that too. No, my dear, he's not seen that. He's seen a mumu. But as soon as you leave, once you get that first violation, that first non-negotiable of yours is broken, you bounce. Listen, that nigga can burn, he can beg morning to night. That's his business, bruh. That's his business. You don't need to care. You don't need to feel sorry for him, because whatever he did that violated you in whatever way, if he cared enough, he wouldn't have done it in the first place. And yes, we all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. Of course. Even me that's talking. Am I God? Am I Jesus Christ? I'm a sinner. The way you make mistakes, I make mistakes. But I'm not going to make a mistake that's going to jeopardize my relationship. That's the difference. I'm not going to do that. But he did. And the men that you're seeing that are violating you repetitively, this is you allowing it to be happening. This is you allowing it to happen, sorry. This is you allowing it to happen. This is not an accident. This is not because he's mean, or because he's a narcissist, or because the devil's using him, or because he's selfish. He may be all of those things, 100%. But you're also allowing it. That door didn't just open, mama. You opened the door. You opened the door. It's like you're committed to hurting yourself. You're committed to being with someone who's not committed to you. You're committed to being with someone who can't love you, or who doesn't want to love you, because you've committed yourself to failure. By staying in these relationships with men who you can't call an emergency, men who you're not proud of, men who when they propose to you, you're thinking, yeah, let's just wait 5 years. Yeah. Men who you are committed to nonsense. You are committed to failure. When you don't love yourself, ultimately, you're committed to failure. You're committing yourself to be around people that are always going to see you less than. Why? Because you have committed yourself to that idea because you think you're less than. As I said, ladies, I did not make this video to shame you. I made this video to help you, because I was once one of these ladies. I was once her, because I lacked in self-esteem. But trust me, outside, I'm willing to fight a bitch. I'm willing to do this. I'm the loudest. No one can do this to me. I get man behind closed door. I was getting treated like a what? Like a what? I'm out. I can't call my man to come pick me up. No, I'm tired. I got to find a way to get on by myself. And then I'll crawl into bed with that same man. Am I an idiot? Am I an idiot? That was my life. That is no longer my life. And if that is your life right now, you're committed to failure. You are committing to be with someone that's not committing to be with you. And ultimately, it's because you don't love you enough. Because as I said, if you love you enough, you can't be around someone who doesn't love you more. You can't be allowed, because whatever treatment that person's giving you will not come up to the treatment that you give you. You giving you here, he's giving you here. Look how much space there is. Ladies, pour into you abundantly. Do more for you than anyone has done for you. Because no one's going to be with you as long as you're going to be with you.